Okay, hey, thank you so much for checking out the video. This is Sho, and I'm decided it's been a while since I've done a little bit of an unboxing, and just recently, Dot Hack GU Last Recode for the Nintendo Switch was dropped, and the Begins Edition was made available, I think, in Europe, US, and in Japan, of course, and naturally, being a fan of the Dot Hack series, I decided to pick it up. So today we're going to be cracking this open and seeing everything that's inside. Ideally, if you're a fan of the series, you probably already have your hands on this game, so you're probably enjoying it right now when this video goes up. But for those of you who might be interested in investing in it, or you just kind of want to see what's in there, I hope this video helps you out. Now, let's see. So I just picked this up here. First and foremost, the game has 4 sort of key points to it, at least what's been advertised. 4 games, 4 things. First, it has the game itself. It has a kind of an art comic book, which we'll get into a little bit, as well as the soundtrack. And the 4th option, which at least is advertised by the Japanese one pretty heavily here, is that this box is a very special box. The reason is the artwork presented here is only for this art box. So there's actually no other no other materials that supposedly has the art on this box available. So that's pretty cool, I guess. Also, I do apologize with my setup. I'm recording this at like midnight, so very tired and trying to get this together, and yeah, the lighting isn't really too good in this room. But anyway, with that said, let's crack this open, take a look inside. So we have our little plastic bag here, get out of the way. And despite the fact that this being the cover, this is just a slip actually, kind of showing all the game's information on it there, where the real sort of artwork collector's box comes here. As you see, it's sort of a full kind of transition. So you have all the major players from the Dot Hack GU series in here, which is pretty awesome, I think. Actually, this box sort of reminds me of those old PlayStation 2 era boxes. You know, let me know in the comments if you remember them. I remember like Persona 3 had one with the art book, and then Digital Devil Saga I think had one too, but that came with a soundtrack. I think even the Kingdom Hearts games for the PS3 had something very similar, but yeah, kind of a little nostalgia trip for me. Anyway, as for the contents themselves, we can dig them out really easily. You can see them right here. So starting from probably the main reason why people want to get their hands on this, which is the game, of course. Now, of course, Dot Hack GU is a PS2 era game. It was originally a trilogy that had the 4th game, making it the quadrilogy, released for the PS4 drop or remaster back in, gosh, what was it, like 2014 or so? Now, obviously, this is a legacy series, so this goes much further back than just GU. You have the original quadrilogy from the PS2 era, which was, oh gosh, I think it was early 2000s that was released, and preceding that you actually had Dot Hack Sign, which was the amazing Dot Hack anime that started everything. So good stuff here. This is, again, 4 full games in one. Each game basically runs, I want to say, somewhere between 30 to 40 hours a piece. So you're going to get a good solid over 100 hours of gameplay just from this game alone. So definitely worth it. I'll be putting up sort of a first impressions of this as well, so do keep your eyes on that in case if you're interested in checking out the performance of the game. Now let's look at the real reason. So next up, we have the original soundtrack, Best of GU. We have Haseo in the battlefield, with all of the weapons around him. Now GU is just Dot Hack in general is known for having some amazing scores with some amazing composers lending their talents, and GU is no different. So if you're a big fan of good game music, you definitely want to get your hands on this. Rip these tracks, pop them on your device, and just enjoy some of the best battle tracks and overall themes you get from any anime game series out there. This soundtrack is quite special. And finally, and the most important point for me at least, is this. Yes. So the Dot Hack GU Begins manga/art book. Now this is obviously sealed itself, so let's crack this open. Actually has a little caution note there, which is kind of funny. So this is probably going to be incredibly important, and mind you, I do have the Japanese copy in front of me, so clearly this is going to be in Japanese, but in the West, this will be released in English. And this is basically a full-blown manga that essentially recaps all of the key points of the story up into the beginning of GU. Now, this was actually broken down, I think, on Bandai Namco's website, and I think the first few chapters covers, I think it's like first 2 chapters cover the Dot Hack saga and all the events that happened there. Then I think the next 4 chapters cover the events of the original quadrilogy with Kite, and then the very last chapter I think covers, oh god, what was it? Recode? No, not Recode. Oh, I forgot it. There was basically a anime that came with the original shipments of the first Dot Hack GU, which basically presented Haseu's story leading up to the events of the first game, since a lot of that is sort of not mentioned till later in the series, but they decided they wanted to have an anime to explain that. It's kind of weird. Dot Hack is a very strange series, but it's fantastic. This right here, if you're brand new to the series, is going to be invaluable because it will tell you everything you need to know to understand what's going on, at least at this point in the story. Because, again, as I mentioned, Dot Hack GU is a legacy series. The Dot Hack franchise goes way, way back, 20 years, right? Going all the way back to 2002. And, yeah, there's kind of quite a bit of lore with it. But I do say it is a fantastic set of lore. I remember watching Dot Hack Sign years ago, and I remember going through all the original quadrilogy with my friends. And yeah, I'm excited to get back in and revisit the GU universe. And for me, I've never actually played the 4th installment that came out with the PS4 version, so I'm extremely happy to sink my teeth into that. Anyway, one other last note is that this is quite a substantial manga. I think it's 188 pages as well, so it's really, really nice. And for me, this was my main focus for picking this box set up. Anyway, there you go. We have the contents of the last Recode Begins edition for Dot Hack GU on the Switch. If you managed to secure, I think, the PS4 version, it's very similar, but I don't think they had the manga with it. Otherwise, if you're a Dot Hack fan, I think this is fantastic. Hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, look forward to some first impressions coming out for Dot Hack GU in case if you're interested in picking it up. And yeah, I have plenty more videos coming up, so if it sounds good, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. You can send your love to me that way, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers!